Cadbury Dairy Milk is not just a chocolate bar. It's a symbol of comfort, childhood, and pure indulgence. Millions of people around the world know the taste of its silky, milky texture and melt-in-your-mouth sweetness. Yet few stop to think about the journey each bar takes before it lands on a store shelf. From tropical cocoa plantations to ultra-modern factories where tradition meets cutting-edge technology, Cadbury transforms simple ingredients into a product that has captured hearts for generations. Today, we'll go behind the scenes of production and reveal, step by step, the secret of how a Cadbury Dairy Milk bar is born. The history of dairy milk dates back to the early 20th century. In 1905, George Cadbury Jr. introduced a new kind of milk chocolate. Its secret lay in using more milk than competitors. This innovation made the chocolate softer, creamier, and richer in flavor. Since then, the glass and a half of milk has become Cadbury's signature symbol, still proudly displayed on its packaging today. Over the years, the range expanded, with nuts, caramel, and fruity varieties joining the classic bar. But the foundation has never changed: a unique recipe and an unwavering focus on quality. The journey of chocolate begins far from the UK, on cocoa plantations in the so-called Cocoa Belt. These regions, located within 20 degrees of the equator, Ghana, Nigeria, Brazil, Indonesia, and others, offer the perfect climate: high humidity, steady temperatures, and fertile soil. Farmers handpick the pods from cacao trees, large, colorful fruits that contain dozens of precious beans inside. These beans are the foundation of chocolate. Harvesters carefully open the pods, scoop out the moist white beans, and place them into heaps or boxes for fermentation. This process lasts about a week and is crucial. It's where the beans begin to develop their characteristic flavor and color. Without fermentation, cocoa beans would remain bitter and unusable for chocolate. During several days of fermentation, they heat up, change color, and acquire that signature chocolate aroma. Afterward, the beans are dried in the sun or in specialized drying chambers. Only once they are properly fermented and dried are cocoa beans ready for the next stage. They are packed into sacks and shipped to Cadbury factories worldwide. Even at this stage, quality control is strict. Every batch is graded by size, color, and moisture content. If cocoa beans provide the foundation of chocolate, milk is what makes it special. Cadbury is famous for using a glass and a half of fresh milk in every half pound of chocolate. This isn't just marketing, it's reality. On farms across the UK and partner countries, fresh, high-quality milk is collected daily. It is cooled, purified, and processed into concentrated milk powder. In this form, it can be stored longer and blends easily with cocoa and sugar. This milk gives Cadbury Dairy Milk its creamy texture and unmistakable flavor. When beans and milk reach Cadbury's factories, the true magic of technology begins. First, the beans are cleaned. Specialized machines remove dust, stones, and other impurities. Then, the beans are sent to roasters. Roasting is a key step. At high temperatures, the beans release their rich aroma, while natural sugars inside caramelize. The length and temperature of roasting determine the flavor profile, from gentle fruity notes to deep, nutty chocolate undertones. After roasting, the shells are removed, leaving behind the nibs, the pure heart of the cocoa bean. These nibs are ground into a thick, dark paste called cocoa liquor. Cocoa liquor, milk powder, and sugar form the foundation of the future chocolate. Each ingredient is carefully weighed and blended in giant mixers. At this stage, the first prototype of chocolate mass is created, but it's not yet the smooth texture we know. To achieve silkiness, the mixture is passed through heavy rollers, that crush the particles down to microscopic size. The finer the particles, the smoother the chocolate feels in the mouth. After this refining process, the mixture becomes thin, uniform, and ready for the next stage. One of the most critical steps in chocolate making is conching. In massive conch machines, the chocolate mass is stirred, aerated, and heated for many hours, sometimes even days. This process drives off excess moisture, develops the flavor, and transforms the chocolate into a velvety texture. Conching eliminates harsh acidity and bitterness, creating a balanced, creamy profile. For Cadbury, this step is vital. It's here that the signature dairy milk taste is born. The next stage is tempering, the precise heating and cooling of chocolate to encourage the formation of stable cocoa butter crystals. Properly tempered chocolate has a glossy shine, a smooth structure, and that satisfying snap when a bar is broken. The finished mass is then poured into molds. The molds are gently vibrated to remove air bubbles before heading into cooling chambers. After some time, the chocolate solidifies into the familiar Cadbury Dairy Milk bars we all recognize. Once the chocolate bars have solidified, they move to the packaging line. Here, high-speed equipment takes over. Robots carefully remove the bars from molds, check their integrity, and place them onto the conveyor. Each bar undergoes visual inspection. Any defective ones are discarded. The bars are then wrapped in protective foil, which locks in the aroma and prevents melting. On top goes the iconic purple Cadbury packaging, one of the most recognizable brands in the world. Production date, expiration date, and unique tracking codes are printed on the wrappers, allowing every batch to be traced from the factory to the store. Cadbury Dairy Milk is a global product. After packaging, the chocolate is sent to distribution centers, from where it reaches stores and supermarkets worldwide. Trucks, shipping containers, and even air freight are used for transportation. Temperature control is critical. Chocolate is sensitive to heat and humidity. That's why logistics are carefully designed, from refrigerated containers to climate-controlled warehouses. Thanks to this system, Cadbury bars always arrive fresh and in perfect condition. While classic dairy milk remains the heart of the brand, Cadbury factories produce dozens of variations, with nuts, caramel, raisins, cookies, wafers, and more. Each version requires a dedicated line and unique ingredients. For example, fruit and nut includes carefully selected nuts and dried fruit. Caramel uses liquid caramel injected into the bar before cooling. This wide assortment ensures that everyone can find their favorite flavor. Cadbury actively supports the farmers who grow cocoa. The company is part of the Cocoa Life program, which aims to improve working conditions, fight child labor, and protect the environment. Farmers receive training in modern agricultural techniques, access to financing, and support in transitioning to sustainable production. This ensures not only the quality of future chocolate, but also the well-being of entire farming communities. The company continues to evolve, introducing new technologies and flavors. Today, innovation goes beyond recipes. It includes packaging, logistics, and sustainability. Low sugar and even vegan versions of dairy milk are increasingly appearing to meet modern consumer demands. The future of Cadbury is about balancing tradition with innovation, preserving its iconic taste while finding new solutions for the generations to come. The journey of a Cadbury Dairy Milk bar is a story of global cooperation. From farmers harvesting cocoa in the tropics to factory workers, engineers, tasters, and logisticians, thousands of people and advanced technologies work together to ensure every bar reaches the customer in perfect form. Each piece of dairy milk is a symbol of joy, heritage, and craftsmanship. And perhaps that's why, when we open a wrapper, we taste not only chocolate, but also a piece of history that has been continuing for more than a century.